Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and today we are talking about Evangelion Unit 8 joining Godzilla Battleline, and what do I think about her. So, at the time that this video goes live, she's been in the game for about a week, I think maybe a little bit under a week, but she's already, proven to be a pretty popular character. Now she's proving to be a meta-defining character, likes of GMK, or even possibly, dare I say, Unit 0. The answer is, I don't think so. So if you only came for the video to see if she's meta or not, there's your answer. If you want a more detailed breakdown on why I don't think that, stick around. So why do I not think that she is going to be meta? I think she's going to be definitely very versatile in a handful of decks, but I don't think she's overall going to be a meta pick. She's a 6 cost, so putting a 6 cost in your deck is already a pretty big expense. There are also a few really good 6 cost characters already in the game that people are using. GMK Goji is one of them. Kiryu is another one. If you wanted to go even higher at level 7, people are using G89, King Ghidorah. Okay, for 1 cost less than Mari, you're getting Batra, Fyrodan, Ultraman, the 4th Angel, and the 10th Angel, right? Mothra Leo. Even lower than that is regular Mothra. So I don't think that she's going to be incredibly impactful to the meta. I think purely because of her cost. I think if she was a 5, she would be an easy slot. People would stop running Super X and they would start running her for sure. It's just because she's a little bit expensive to put into your deck with other units. You might be a little pressed for energy. I know a lot of people like to run a mid to low, energy deck. Something with like sprinkle in a lot of 5-star or 5 costs, and then like Kamacuras, Gigan 04, like things that are lower cost. Typically a deck only has 1 6 cost. Unless you're like running a special deck, like a Earth deck or something with the energy base. Generally, most top performing decks are middle ground, like 1 6 cost and like a bunch of 5s, and then like a 2 and a 4 and a 3 or whatever. Mari being a 6 is what hurts her the most. I really like her kit. Being able to snipe from a super far distance is really great. She's a 3.8 second attack speed, which is fine. Totally fine because she snipes for a long time. 20 seconds is a long time. So she's going to get, what, 3, so 4, 8, 12, 16. She's going to get like 4 or 5 like good snipes in before she gets out of that mode, which is good. And then she whips out the Tech 9. She brings out the Blicky, right? And it hits 3 times per shot. Just like a Super X hits 3 times, her pistol also hits 3 times. So that's not bad either. She's all around generally a pretty good character. It's just finding a deck that slots her in really well and fluid with that deck style is not normally, what people are trying to go for. People are not running sniper decks very often. I like the sniper deck. It's what I'm running in this video, and I firmly believe it is counter meta to the bomb deck. And Mari's really good for detonating some of these bomb units really far away. But not a lot of people are running them. So if you're going to run like a bomb squad, which is the meta deck, or like the typical 5 cost flyer decks, Mari is not making it in those decks. But you can put her in a sniper deck and she's going to elevate that deck to the next level. She does really, really well in that deck. You can see in this video, she's providing amazing covering support from the far left side of the field, completely out of the way from all the other enemy units. She's helping me take down enemies from literally across the board, and then she moves in with the team for the end right there. Which brings you to another thing, is that the capabilities of building a push with Unit 8 is incredible as well, because she'll just sit tight for 20 seconds, letting you build up energy for another 20 seconds. If your opponent is not going out of their way to rush down that Unit 8, and they're just kind of placing units wherever, she's going to get some damage off, and then after 20 seconds, she's going to start moving. This gives you plenty of time to build a push around her. As you can see in the final push of this battle, whenever it comes back around in this video, she moves with my push ahead of the push, does a lot of damage, takes a lot of hits, and makes sure that my team can get to the opposite end. Really great for that. I really do enjoy using Unit 8. I think she is a pretty solid unit. I do not think she's going to be an incredibly meta unit. I think maybe if the snipers really go back into becoming the full meta, she's going to be able, she will then eventually become meta. But I think if they wanted her to be more readily used, they would lower her cost by 1. I think that's the only real change she needs. I'm really pretty much happy with everything else. Her damage seemed a little weak from, our initial testings on like day 1, and then the footage from the Godzilla Battleline live stream, but having her rentable at 12, she's been putting in pretty solid damage, especially against 4-star monsters that are a little bit maybe on the weaker side, maybe around like the 20s or lower. She's been doing pretty good, and I haven't personally used her in Fixed yet, but I am hearing reports that in Fixed she's also performing exceptionally well, because, you know, Super X in Fixed isn't the best choice because of the stat differences and stuff like that, but she can snipe pretty far away, and at level 20, that's pretty powerful. So I like her a lot. Units that I would pair her with are, like I said earlier, the sniper units, Ultima, Super X. Like, look at this on the screen right here. Super X in the middle, Ultima on the right, Mari on the left. They're gonna, like, the trifecta right here, the three of them are gonna hit that angel. It takes down the Super X. Mari gets a hit off. Ultima gets a hit off. This Mephilas doesn't, you know, can't do anything. Super X in the middle. All three of them, bam. Hit him there, killed him. Then they turn to fight this guy again. All three of them shoot the guy again, and then Mari becomes a mobile unit, but her search range when she's mobile is also huge. You could see her going towards that guy again. She's a little small, but her search range is still like the whole field, so she will be targeting characters with her Tech 9 from like a mile away, and she will make her way slowly to them. You can see the push here. She went up with Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla's literally about to get drilled. Dead right here. Mari's still, you know, putting up a fight. She dies. She took a lot of hits from us for the 4th Angel. You know, Super X was hitting the leader. Ultima and everything like that just ate the shots from the 4th Angel. So you see what I mean is, like, she is useful. She is good. I put her back at the end of the map right there just for a defense, so she could help me out on the next push. But she's great. I really am enjoying her. I don't think she belongs in every deck. I think if you want to look at all of the Evangelion units and decide which one truly could go in any deck, it's Unit 0. Unit 0, I think, is probably, in overall use case, the best of the Evangelions, but I think that Unit 8 certainly is my favorite of them at the moment. I'm really enjoying the sniping. Her damage is really good. Her hitting 3 times with the pistol while she's moving is actually insane. She has the same attack speed, I believe, when she's mobile than she does when she is a stationary sniper unit. But it doesn't really matter because her damage is pretty good. At level 12, I have the stats up right here. Her attack is 303. I'm not sure if that's, you know, 101 damage per hit or if it's 303 damage per hit. That's still not terrible damage for level 12. Her health at level 12 also is 2,583. That's pretty good as well. She can hit leaders, ground, aerial, and the facilities. So she's really going to be useful everywhere. I had a match against a Mecha Godzilla leader earlier today, and they kept dropping M-Boss and the chopper base on me. Not that that's like a real problem, it's just kind of annoying, but as soon as there was an opening for Mari to hit the M-Boss base, she did, and she took it out, which was great because she totally cut that push down. She's insanely good as a defensive character. When she gets on offense, she is still pretty good, but there are better offensive options than her. Her best time to use her is when she's in her full sniping mode. And I feel like I gotta bring it up because it is part of the game. All-Star Battle, phenomenal unit. Being able to hit characters from like a mile away in All-Star Battle is great. Making sure units do not come to your leader in All-Star Battle is great. Mari is really good at it. Remember, guys, what I always say is range is the best stat in the game. And I used to say in Super X does it better than anyone else. Now Unit 8 does it better than anyone else. Unit 8 has the best range in the game. It's one of the best stats in the game. For general use play, I do not think she is needed in most decks. But if you want to go through a specialty like Sniper kind of deck, or you just want like a good flex card, like a good tech option, I think she's pretty decent too. It's just that cost is a lot to get past. So if you want to use her as your 6 cost in your deck, go for it. But I think that, you know, you throw her in with a few other 6 costs like Kiryu or Ultima or GMK, you kind of start getting a little bit expensive. But if you end up maybe using her as one of the only 1 or 2 that you have in your deck, that's good too. And I know I say that after, you know, this video you're watching a Space Godzilla and an Ultima and a Super X and an Ultraman and Mari all on the field. Let me tell you, it took me a little while to get a battle that lasted long enough that really showcased her, and I didn't lose because I had, you know, I was energy deficient. So very unique outlier this video was, but I like her a lot. I like her in the sniper decks a lot, and I think the more sniper decks that get, more sniper cards that get added to the game, this deck is only going to get better. And for those of us that have Mari at a decent enough level when that time comes, I think you're definitely going to see a lot of use out of her then. So that's what I got for you guys today. Oh, Miller did a yawn. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.